What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyte Reacts here, back with another reaction to Blue Lock. Man, I've been loving this series so far, loving it, enjoying it, seeing what's happening, and just enjoying the fact that I'm watching a anime about a sport that I absolutely love. I think the World Cup is about to kick off as well, so good times. It's actually a great time for them to release a soccer anime, if you will, because people are going to be looking towards watching the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that Blue Lock is pretty popular either way. I don't know what the rating is on this anime right now as it airs every week, but I know for sure that I'm enjoying it. I've seen that a lot of my favorite YouTubers are reacting to this as well, so here we are doing it on my channel. Mind you, not a lot of people is watching it here, but it's okay. I'm enjoying it, so I'm uploading it. Anyways, let's jump into the reaction. I want to see what's going to happen because we are down right now in this match that we're playing. We are down after that. I don't even know what to call this dude. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's Blue Lock. He wants to win. He wants to move forward. So essentially, it's 12 versus 10 right now. This is not good. Somebody gonna have to turn up in this episode. And my guess is that Chigury's. It is his time to shine. We need to see him come out of that. You know what I'm saying? That state that he's in, that PTSD that he's having about his leg. You know what I'm saying? They were, messing with him, everything, because those guys on the other team were his former teammates as well. So, they called him glass leg and all this other stuff. So I think he gonna have to turn up. I think this is gonna be his episode. I've watched anime for too long. He's gonna be the one to step. He's either that or he's gonna fail horribly. It's either that, you know what I'm saying, or something else is going to happen in this match unexpectedly. So let's jump into the reaction. As you guys already know, if you are watching this episode, guys, please check for the episodes early on Sundays, because usually I drop the episode early before it gets edited. But check it out. I drop the episodes over on Patreon early so that you guys can watch the episode before I get time to edit them. So make sure you go check that out if you want, or you can wait for it to come out on the channel. No biggie. All right. I'll see you guys right after for the review. It's starting out with him too. Okay. At the end of the day, he's still got the most goals on the team. So that's what I want to know is if we still win, what's going to be the result with him? Nice. Come on, Shigiri. Oh, so they just always didn't like him.
意気込みを。
別に。てか、もっとやれます。頑張ります。
しぎりくん。
Imagine that.
右膝前十字靭帯断裂です。もし再断裂を起こすようなことになりますと、サッカー選手として生きていくのは難しいと思われます。
There are so many people in life, you know what I'm saying? And I love to use, I'm not saying that other athletes don't go through this, but I love to use LeBron James as an example of what it's like to have what Shigeru has, which is you're born with that talent, right? You were meant to do certain things because you do it. You're stronger, you're faster than everybody else, right? You don't naturally work hard at it. You know what I'm saying? You don't naturally work hard at it, which is what LeBron does. Like, he knows that he has the talent. He knows that he has, you know what I'm saying? He knows he was inherently born to do a certain thing, like excel at it at a very high level, right? But that goes to show you as well in his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? His work ethic is ridiculous. That's why he's still going. 38 years old, man. 38 years old and still playing at a high level in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Still playing at a high level. I mean, last year LeBron averaged 30 points a game. Last season. Unheard of in the NBA, man. Unheard of. So when it comes on to Shigeru, and what I'm realizing from them showing this backstory is that he understood his talent, and he's gonna learn now that you gotta push through, because you thought that the talent was just gonna carry you throughout the whole thing. Now, LeBron James has never had a major injury. He has missed time because of, you know, ankle sprains and stuff like that. He's never had a broken leg or ACL tear or anything. No major injuries in his entire career. Some people might use that to discredit the fact, you know what I'm saying, him being great. Like with Shigeru here, what I'm noticing with him is that he's based on the backstory, is that he's gonna learn that, you know what I'm saying, and he never came out of it. He never came out of it, because even when his leg is healing, you see that he's still very hesitant to go at that speed again. And I can totally understand, you know, the trauma that comes with that. But he's gonna realize that whatever hard work, and you have to put that in, because especially when you're among all of these other guys that are essentially geniuses as well, you're gonna have to step it up, because really and truly he wants to be here, but he's fooled himself into thinking that, you know, it's whatever, you know. And he did the physical therapy and everything, so he worked hard to come back, but that trauma set in.
はい。この右足がぶっ壊れるのが怖いんじゃない。今までずっと世界一になれるって信じてた。
No, I am.
あれから俺は諦め方を探してる。俺のサッカーは終われる。
This is a whole different type of giving up.
まだ終わってない。
あれ潔くん、もしかしてまだ諦めなきゃ勝てると思ってない？勝負ってそんな甘いもんじゃないよ。諦めなくても試合終了は試合終了だよ。ほら、もうすぐ終わる。君たちは負ける。くっそ。
アディショナルタイムストップ。
やばいって潔ボール回して潔あいつ暴走か俺が決める
Oh no.
トニーてかビビらせんなよしょっぽいドリブルじゃねえか
You gonna need that speed, man.
やめろよもう
Bro, come on. Shiggery.
そんなギラついた目でボールを追っかけてんじゃねえよ
Spacing out. Nice. You got it, bro. Listen, get out of my way if you're not gonna do nothing with the ball, bro. Damn.
俺にどけだとふざけんな
拾え取られたら終わるぞ
俺は何を怖がってる天才じゃなくなることなくしちゃいけないのは信じなきゃいけないのは
Okay.
今お前を見て熱くなってるこの俺のたぎりだ
Ooh, the music. Let's go.
壊れるなら壊れろ これで最後でもいい行くぞ右足
Let's go. Nice.
世界一のストライカーは俺だいや俺には見える感じる逆サイドタッチラインギリギリを駆け上がるお前が出せ泉行くぞ見せろちぎりお前の武器をちぎりその速さならああ俺なら
Woo.
届く
Boy.
シャークリアこれで終了
どけぶち抜けこのたぎりに従えなんだそのスピードお前隠してやがってるか
He never told anybody what his
天才だとか二度とサッカーができなくなるとかそんなことの前に初め
Hey,
てサッカー
sometimes
を
you
した
gotta play like you got nothing to lose, bruh.
誰かをぶち抜くそれが俺のサッカーの全て何やってんだ
Hey, yo!
自分の出したパスに自分で追いつく気かダメか
Did he just pass the ball ahead and run to go get it?
ぶち
Bruh.
この瞬間だけ俺は俺を信じていられる行けジギリよっしゃ捕まる
Did you now? You were saying?
もう一度夢を
Bruh. His speed is insane, dude.
世界一になるために見ろ潔見ろお前らこれがちぎり氷馬だすげえよお前走れるじゃんその足
His speed is insane.
お前見てたら熱くなって気がついたら走ってた
Sometimes that
怪我
happens,
する前
man.
の無敵の俺はもういないけどサッカーを失う怖さを知ってそれでもまだ熱くなる俺が今の俺だ俺はこの新しい自分を信じたい一緒に勘違いすんなノーロマここはブルーロックだぞそうだな世界一になるのは俺だああやってみろ世界一は俺だよっしゃーなんつう武器持ってんだよお前救世主だお嬢ただマジふざけんなよ勝たせるって契約だっただろチギの足の情報隠してたんだろ違う本当に知らなかったんだ嘘つけなんだ俺ぶっ殺す
やめろ俺のチームに手出すな
逃げた時はなんでこれ
Bitch ass. Use him.
あいつまた逃げ
もう殺す落ち着け。とにかく俺と契約すれば二次セレクションでも勝ち上がれる確率がぐんと上がるな。どうだ、俺と組まないか。
断る。
めんどくさい。
つまんねえ。てか俺はダセえやつとつまんねえやつは嫌いなの。お前はその両方
He
だ。
has 6 goals.
もういいよレオ。この話めんどくさい。
He has 7.
もう咀嚼すらめんどく
Bruh.
さい。
He's the top ranked player.
もう少し話を。
ねえレオ、なんでこの人こんな必死なの？
勝つためだろ。
まあおいしい。
頑張んなきゃ勝てないなんて弱いやつってめんどくさいね。
Being weak sounds like a
なら
hassle.
やめちゃうけどな。
なんだお前。
サッカーなめんな。
Call his ass
だ
out.
から誰だよてめえ。
That's what happens when people win too much. When they just they never experience loss. They get real cocky about it. And talk to him, Isagi. Was that I'll give you guys an example of what I'm talking about, according to myself, right? So a little bit of history lesson on me here, if you guys care to know more about me, that is. When I was in high school, right? Went to high school for in Jamaica you go to high school for like 5 or 6 years, right? Five or 6 years. In America it's a little different. You spend like, realize I think it's like you go to high school at like 15 or 16 years old and you spend like 3 years in high school. In Jamaica, I was in high school, I was like 10 going on 11 when I started high school, and excelled. That's not to say that people didn't do better than me, but I excelled. You know what I'm saying? I excelled. I was a straight A student, right? So learning got very boring for me. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not that they weren't teaching me anything, you know what I'm saying? Or I wasn't learning anything. It just came very easy to me. You get what I'm saying? Furthermore, a lot of the stuff I did not have to study for. So I started finding other interests, right? So I started skipping school because I was bored, right? I started skipping school. Long story short, my mom found out that I was skipping school. I essentially just stopped going. You know what I'm saying? And I was just, going to the arcade, blah blah blah, because I just found it boring, right? And of course, my mom took matters into her own hands, and I ended up going to a military school, right? Boarding school, whatever. So finished my education. One of the best experiences I've had in my life, mind you. You know what I'm saying? Went there, excelled as well. At that school, at the military school as well. So schoolwork was never my issue. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying you can, in a situation where you're winning, you can find that very boring. Even though you love doing it, you can end up in the space of finding what you're doing very boring and very unnecessary too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I gotta put in all that effort to lose. You get what I'm saying? It can throw you off a little bit. So I'm glad to that this episode, and that's why I said a lot of times when people watch any kind of media and stuff like that, they kind of look down on it, or they will look down on anime and stuff like that and say there's nothing to learn here, it's just a cartoon or all of this other stuff. I will explain to them that you actually do need to watch this. Watch the show. Don't just, pass it off as this and that and whatever. Watch it for yourself and tell me that there's no lessons to be learned when you watch these anime. You know what I'm saying? Because this anime is already, impressing me. It's telling me, right, that we're in for a ride here, and there's a lot of really cool lessons to be learned in this anime, and I'm loving it because it's not holding back on teaching those lessons, especially to somebody or the young guys that are playing sports right now and probably think that they'll never make it to the pros if that's what their goal is because they got an injury, right? So for me in this episode, seeing Shigure break out of those chains, metaphorically, was awesome, because there's a lot of athletes that struggle with this, with injuries that they, you know what I'm saying, they can't come back from. They can't be their former selves, right? Even when their injury is healed, they still can't find the mental fortitude to move forward and be their former self. They won't put the pressure there. You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's the dominant limb that they use, right? Especially if that's what it is. If it's the dominant limb that they use to play, it's hard for them to come back from that. You know what I'm saying? So when you see it like this, I'm not saying that watching this anime can give them the kind of confidence, or all of them will get the confidence from this, but it sure as hell, it does help. It helps. So if an athlete is out there that is struggling, a young man that is probably playing sports in high school, got injured, and they don't know how they're going to come back from it and stuff like that, it might be watching Blue Lock, right? And seeing something like this will give them the confidence to hit that physical therapy really hard, you know what I'm saying, work hard at it, get that leg, that arm healed up, you know what I'm saying, and get back out there on the field and get back to the glory days, if you will. So I really am enjoying this, man. And you know, that's one of the things, and that's the reason why I know a lot of people don't notice. I know that you guys probably don't notice, but Hajime no Ippo is my number one anime, right? It's my number one anime, removing Naruto off the list, because I'm too biased about Naruto to have it on my list. There's nothing you can tell me that you know, it means a lot to me. You get what I'm saying? So it's different. That's why I don't have it on my list. Okay, so when it comes on to it, it's kind of weird that I have a sports anime as my number one anime of all time. You get what I'm saying? But I'm very biased towards it, right? And it's very subjective. It's not an objective pick. It's a very subjective pick for me. I love the show. I love what it stands for. I love the lessons that it teaches, and I think it does it the best out of all the sports anime that I've seen. Slam Dunk is a very close second in talking about sports animes that I've watched. Haikyuu, of course, and now we have Blue Lock. I was watching Ace of Diamonds. I am going to get back to Ace of Diamonds as soon as I get the time to get back to it. And also somebody just suggested over on Patreon that I check out One Outs as well. So I'm going to be checking that out. But other than that, man, Blue Lock has just been amazing so far. 7 episodes in, and they are killing it. Now, I don't know how long the season is going to be, but I'm hoping that we get to see more of everybody. And it just goes to show you that writing is so important when it comes on to this stuff, because I think when it comes on to anime, that's one of the things that people don't highlight enough, and that is the writing for these shows is just so deep a lot of times, beyond what you see on the surface, and a lot of the stuff is exaggerated in action, but also there's a certain deepness to it. It's something that they're trying to teach you and to understand that people go through this stuff. And a lot of times these mangakas that wrote and drew these mangas, right, a lot of times this is their life experience, not necessarily Blue Lock, the competition thing itself, but a lot of this stuff that you see them implement into their writing is stuff that they've been through and they implement it, or maybe a friend or a spouse that has gone through that thing and they implement it into their writing. A lot of writers do draw from, you know, familiar sources. You get what I'm saying? So it's it's just cool to see an anime like this, man. I'm super excited to watch the next episode.
第9試合はチーム Y の2個が決めてチーム W と引き分けた。その結果、俺たちチーム Z は現状3位。
Third
そ
place.
してこの5号棟で残ってるのは俺たちの最終戦だけ。
Okay.
得失点差的に引き分けでも俺たちは敗退。まあ簡単な話、勝てば突破、それだけだ。
負けたことで強くなるやつもいるんだ。
で、肝心のその最終戦の相手、チーム V のキーマンは3試合で18ゴールを叩き出してるバカみたいな攻撃力で全勝してきたこの3人だ。
Stupidly good.
剣斬鉄。
弱いやつってめんどくさいね。
凪誠志郎、あいつはムカつく。絶対勝つ。
おいナギ、今日も練習途中でサボったろ。
めんどくさくなっちゃった。
お前あれだぞ、あんまりサボってると体内の乳酸が膝に悪玉グルコサミンバーストで。
バカ斬鉄、ナギは練習なんかしなくてもいいの。
レオ、お前はいつもナギに甘いな。
当たり前だ。こいつは俺の宝物だからな。
My treasure?
俺だけの唯一無二の宝物が欲しかった。
これが欲しい。
World Cup?
ダメだ、諦めなさい。
なんで？
今から始めてなれるわけない。
そうよレオ、一流のビジネスマンになりなさい。
お前のためを思って言っている。
この人たちが与えてくれたのは俺が欲しいものじゃない。どうしよう、絶対諦めたくない。
もうくそ。あ、ごめん。
Hey.
うまっ、ナイストラップ。
ああ、死んだ。
てか何者？俺とサッカーやめ。
お金持ちの息子の人だ。お金ちょうだい。
え？
サッカーなんかやんないしスポーツもやったことない。一生ダラダラしてたいんだよね俺。お
Damn.
金ちょうだい。
This man has no goals in life. I guess I was wrong.
サッカーってめんどくさいね。
Damn. Sounds like a
めんどくさい
hassle.
の嫌い。働きたくない。
選ばれた人間しかなれない。
いるじゃんここに。
面白い。
Yes, I think he can own people.
俺の人生は退屈に満ちていた。
サッカーやろうぜ。
ちょっと待って。もしさ、同じ得点で並んでたら勝ち上がれるのはどっちなのかな。
確かイエローカードの数が少ない方だろ。
それも全部同じだったら。
ブルーロックランキング上位の方が突破ですよ。どうもお久しぶり、エゴジンパチです。もしお前らが
Always
負けて
listening.
ゴール数もフェアプレーポイントも同じ場合は、このランキングの最上位者1人を生き残りとします。
なんでトップなんだよ。
この一次セレクションでは得点だけが評価基準ですから、ルール上何も問題ありませんよ。ただクオン渡る、お前はストライカーとしてはゲのゲのゲつうか、ここにいる全員クソだ。世界一のストライカーに必要なのはゴールの再現性だ。劇的なゴールであればあるほどその印象は強いが、その一撃だけで終わってしまう選手は世界でも多い。なぜもう一度同じようにゴールを奪えないのか、それはそのゴールが偶然の産物に過ぎなかったからだ。ましてや裏切りのやらせゴールなんて再現性ゼロのゴミ。必要なのは、お前らはまだ偶然の中で生きている。それじゃあダメなんだ。再現性のある成功の先にしか進化はないと思い知れ。
Hey.
試合なんてものは
Man, speaking truths, bruh. Once you get to that goal, that milestone of crossing over the first step, getting a goal, right? You got to be able to learn how to reproduce it. Then it's just going to seem like it's pure luck to be, so that's what he was trying to explain to them. You got to be able to reproduce it. Every striker has their own formula to create goals, create opportunities, and stuff like that. So it's more of like some strikers might like to score goals off of crosses from wing players and stuff like that. Some of them like the through pass from a midfielder. You get what I'm saying? It's different for everybody. Some strikers just love to have the ball so they can dribble through 2-3 defenders and score a goal. You get what I'm saying? Some strikers have all of those abilities, or they like all those opportunities. You get what I'm saying? But you have preferences. You get what I'm saying? Give you guys another example of another sport. In basketball, some players like the corner three. You know what I'm saying? They love scoring the corner three. They love to get the ball there. They don't like the long three at the top of the 3-point line. They'd rather get it in the corner. Maybe some might like it to the side, might get closer to the sideline, a little bit further away from the corner. Some 3-pointers, they love to have a hand in their face to score those threes. Some of them like it catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? They catch and shoot. They don't like to, dribble 2 times, step back 3. They don't want to do that. They want to catch it off the pass and just shoot it. That's how they do it in rhythm, right? So there's difference to how these strikers want to reproduce it. So they got to learn how to do that, because some of it just seems like dumb luck if you can't reproduce and score a lot of goals. You know what I mean? So this makes sense.
Nanda, Nonashi. Nani shi ni kita?
教えてくれパロ。どうすればお前みたいになれる？俺が会った中で一番すごいやつだ。終わりたくないんだよ。俺勝ちたいんだ。一人でも戦える人間になりたいんだ。
お前のそのゴミみたいな夢見がちなエゴ、俺がここで潰してやる。
ワンオンワン。フィジカルじゃ勝ち目はない。足元とボールに集中して隙を見て奪う。動くのはこいつが仕掛けた瞬間。そこ。まだ抜かれてない。
終わりだ、下手くそ。
一瞬の隙を見せるだけでどこからでも自由自在に得点を奪える。これがバロー翔英。ゴール。次で止める。来いよキング。手の内は分かったぜ。
吠えんな一般市民が。
Commoner。
俺の仮説が正しければ、この位置からじゃまだ打たない。ゴール正面からやや左。40度から45度。
He analyzed it already.
23メートル。この絶対領域に全てを引きずり込むことで、バローはゴールを再現してる。これが方程式のからくり。
But what if he has more than one formulas to score though?
そのエリアに踏み込ませなきゃ封じれる。
見誤るな下手くそ。俺の射程は27メートルだ。
化け物かよ。
Indeed.
そうだ。怖いから震えてるんだ。
Indeed. That animation quality went from 10 to like 2.
怖いから強くなれる。
Wait a minute, we've seen the first play? Okay.
全得点の起点になってるのはこいつ。でもそのコースはディフェンダー2枚で完全封鎖。そうなったらこれも読み通りのパターン。イガゴリ、ここを分断。
Okay.
堅守速攻の超ロングパス秒殺カウンター。いっちゃえガガマル。届くか。俺ならギリギリ足で。いや、やっぱダイビングヘッド。
And it's a miss.
惜しい。でもいけるぞこの戦法。
すげえ面白え。おいナギ、今のやるぞ。
めんどくさい。
こいつ俺たちの秒殺カウンターをコピーする気か。強すぎだ、ミスパスだろ。
Hey! Hey! You sure? Well, indeed. Indeedly. I enjoyed that episode, episode 8 of Blue Lock. Now, I don't know, man. This is a tough one to call, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they're going to pull this off, because we all know that, you know what I'm saying, if this is going to be a crushing defeat, or is it going to be, is he going to turn up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they going to do? Because these guys, anything they try, these guys can just do it in one move and score a goal back at any time. So somebody's going to have to figure out how to get the ball off of that dude's out of his hands, because this is a problem. He's a problem. Anybody that has that kind of control over the ball, and that's the reason why I have somebody like Ronaldinho could be considered one of the GOATs, because he has that insane control that he has with the ball. Like I've never seen anything like it. Yes, you could make the argument that people like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi might have the same control, but we all saw what happened the other day. And that's the reason why I said earlier, I know I'm probably throwing shade, people are not gonna like me saying this, but I've said it more than one time. Is all I said. Like, I can't consider Messi to be the GOAT. Yes, he's done great things, which a lot of soccer players have done great things. It's a lot of them. Zinedine Zidane, which I think still coaches Real Madrid to this day, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm not sure if he's still coaching them, but Zinedine Zidane was a beast of a player. You got Ibrahimovic. You have some of the players that are notable from the past. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? From the past, that just used to, you know what I'm saying, used to just play the sport as at the highest level, score plenty of goals as strikers, insane control. And I don't consider them to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people could say that Ronaldo actually, Ronaldo that used to play for Real Madrid, if you guys know who I'm talking about, the guy that has the record for the most goal in the World Cup, right? You can argue that he might be the GOAT, and I couldn't even really say nothing, because that dude was insane at scoring goals. You know what I'm saying? As a striker, he was insane. You know what I'm saying? Henny has won the World Cup. He's won championships. You know what I'm saying? He's a really good, really great player, right? Hands down, if somebody would make the argument for him to be the GOAT, I can't even argue with it. I mean, I would still try, but I'm just saying. It will be a hard battle, you know what I mean, to battle. But as I said, I'm not saying that Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are not great players. I'm saying you have not hit the pinnacle of football, of soccer, and that's why you lose points for me. That's like me considering Charles Barkley to be the GOAT of basketball. You gotta get at least one. Give me one. You know what I'm saying? Give me one. Win one championship. Lead a team to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? A championship is a team accomplishment, mind you, but it still counts in some capacity. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say that championships don't matter or whatever the situation is. We can compare as long as you win one and you can make an argument for that guy to be the GOAT, then we can do that. You know what I'm saying? But There's no way that Michael Jordan and LeBron James, right, would be in that conversation if they never won championships. Because I don't want to hear it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So you could say that Shaq is the most dominant big man of ever. You could say that he's your GOAT, right? But you have to have a good argument behind it. You still got to have a good argument behind it because these are all guys that have won championships, right? So when you take away all of that, or who's your GOAT, or whatever the situation is, I feel like they have won it on a global level, but the top of the top, the international championship, you get what I'm saying? Which is, it's, to me, that's the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That is the Super Bowl. And plenty of people will tell you this. Plenty of people will tell you this, that when it comes on to soccer, if you can't win the World Cup, if you have not win the World Cup, I can't consider you the GOAT. I'm just saying, if you can't, you can lead a team to a championship in regular ass leagues. You get what I'm saying? Regular leagues. Well, I'm not saying they're not prestigious, but you're not playing against the world. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're not prestigious, but you're not playing against the world. You're playing against people in Europe. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not taking on the world, the best of the best, all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the World Cup is just on another level. It's on another level. And as I said, you've seen what happened. To have that kind of insane control, a lot of players can have that insane control. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people just do it on a totally different tier than some people do. I believe most of the top players can do certain things with the ball. Their insane level of control that they have, like the ball is just another part of their body, is just insane. And we're seeing that in this episode here with this character, and it's unbelievable to see how they handle things. I mean, to be able to control a phone falling, like, that's an insane amount of control that you have over a limb, for that matter. To have that kind of control over something that small, it's not easy. You get what I'm saying? It's smaller than a soccer ball. So it just goes to show you that he can dead stop the ball like that. I would think that, you know what I'm saying, it takes another level to get there. So it's just one of those things, man, where I feel like there's a lot of people. I talked about it before. We had talked about that video with Ronaldinho just kicking the ball off the freaking goalpost continuously, like the top bar, just from outside of the, I don't remember where he was. I think he was doing it from outside the 18-yard box, just constantly hitting that. Like, the accuracy that and control that you have to have over a soccer ball. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, some people will say, you know, if you practice hard enough, you could do stuff like that. I don't think so. But I think that that's just, you just have a gift for something, and sometimes your gift is unmatched. You know, even with other people that are trying to do the same things as you. So sometimes your gift and your talent is just unmatched, and we're seeing that here. Like, some people are meant to do some stuff, and they show absolutely no interest in it. So I was completely wrong about this character. I thought he was gonna be totally different on the soccer field. Completely wrong about him. I thought he was like super excited to play ball, but he's just like, it's whatever. Why you gotta try so hard? You know what I'm saying? It just comes easy to me. But he's obviously like that on the field as well, and that's fine. That's fine. So this was a great episode, man. Loved it. Leave a like, leave a comment. It's your boy Terabyte Reacts, man. I'm out. I will see you guys next week. Peace.